Feel the enthusiasm. So what is my experience to get straight to the point? What is my experience with using oxygen now for cluster headaches? If you don't know what cluster headaches are, some medical literature, if that's what you want to call it. Does that make me sound smart saying that? Say it's the most painful condition known to man, and I've had it for a very long time, since I was a wee lad. To get over this, here's the oxygen thing, or I don't know, the face mask that you put in your fucking nose, dude, whatever. And then here's an example of the oxygen tank. Big boy. And I have videos on my channel showing what it's like to have one, whatever. And actually, strangely enough, actually I was part of a medical presentation now, actually, for them as well. But or something like that, a pamphlet, and there's a video, and blah, 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 blah. That's another story I use. But what is my experience with oxygen? Because some people say it helps. Honestly, dude, if you've had them, or maybe who knows how bad you fucking get them, dude. Honestly, when it is a bad one, and I'm talking about personally, I myself, I have like a headache every day. You know, it's in the left side of my eye. And it just depends on how bad it gets, right? And you can get so sick to, I would basically just say, you know, someone could kill you. You can't properly defend yourself. You're dead. They could do whatever they want with you, right? And honestly, dude, and I guess this works for some people, but I had one recently too, because not like I'm hoping to get one, but you know what, it's almost like, okay, if I get a bad one, I want to see if I get one of the ones that's like you can kill yourself or someone could kill you, whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean, is the oxygen going to do anything? And honestly, dude, when I had a bad one recently, I actually thought it was broken. I couldn't even tell it was working. It actually made me angry because, you know, I guess from a certain perspective, I was kind of hoping that it would work or do something. So, you know, I'd been trying to use it for like little ones and stuff like that. And honestly, you know what I mean? It's kind of like I was still in bed. Not like I could fucking do anything. You know what I mean? You're still completely messed up. So it's almost like, is it a placebo? You know what I mean? Like maybe, you know, I'm still in bed. You know, even when I get them, you know what I mean? A lot of times I'll just take my asthma medicine anyway because breathing anything is painful. You're completely fucked up. Even during like a small, quotation mark, small one, dude, right? You know what I mean? I'll take my asthma and just breathing anything. Like I said, it can get to a point where, again, someone could just walk up and kill you. You can't fucking defend yourself. But, you know what I mean? So I've tried to use it for like, quotation marks, small ones. It's like, I don't know, it's air. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm still messed up. You know what I mean? It's like, I guess maybe I'm trying to tell myself it's doing something, but it's a small one and I'm still fucking in bed, messed up. You know what I mean? Is it doing anything? I don't know. But I can say when I've had bad ones now and I've tried it, honestly, it even made me angry because I tried to use it for like a bad one. I actually thought it was broken. I seriously, I was like, I don't think any air is coming out of this, dude. Like I went and I looked at it and I'm like, it says there's still air in it. Did it somehow break since the last time I used it? Is there like no air pressure or anything like that? And I mean, I had a really bad one recently and I'm like, again, you could have killed me if you wanted to. Maybe a lot of people in the video game community probably do want to kill me. I don't know. But, you know, I don't know. I was like, it was so low. I put it on max. I could barely even feel it. And it wasn't until the next day that I finally got out of bed. And, you know, personally for me, as the years have gone on, they take longer and longer to recover from. It is kind of amazing in the sense that you can be so sick, and I've talked about this before. It's amazing to think that you can be so sick maybe just a day before, hours before, where someone could just kill you and do whatever they want to you because you can't even defend yourself. And then so many hours later, the next day, it's like you're actually alive again. You can move, right? But it can take a while to recover. I mean, I can have trouble walking for even hours afterwards. It like takes me to like, you know, to like get moving back again. But again, just to continue the story of trying this oxygen, dude, you know, by the time I woke up, I was still, you know, sick and really sluggish and slow. It takes a while to recover. And so like, I'm like, let me try this air again. And I could feel the air coming out of it again. And I'm like, I guess it was working. You know, you're just so sick. I guess it just really goes to show you, You know, if you're having a bad one, dude, you don't function. Your body does not function. Like, it's like you could die. Like, I literally thought the thing was broken. I was like, what is this air pressure? I can barely even feel anything. I'm like, and then you're like, I can't feel with this. I'm like, "Ugh," you know what I mean? I'm completely fucked up. And then the next day, you know, you're sluggish and it takes you a while to recover. But I could actually tell that air pressure was coming out of it again. So I guess that's maybe not that reassuring. I know it apparently works for some people. I would be curious if to see if some people that they say work it, does it work for bad ones when you can like literally someone could kill you? Because for me, no, I actually thought the thing was fucking broken. So and it's a lot of money too. You know, your insurance only covers so much of it. So other than that, I guess it's not a very positive thing. I know the doctors have talked about maybe there's this thing where you can like stab yourself or some needle up your nose, and some people say it works, but I just trust doctors so little with this bullshit, dude. You know, I forget the last time I did a cluster headache video. I know I have a few of them on my channel throughout the years, but you know, definitely, it's weird because you know, I guess, you know, they say that they come in periods, and I've said before, I had never thought about them coming in periods per se, but definitely if I think about it, I guess there have been, you know, definitely periods of my life that were much worse with them, you know what I mean? So I guess in that sense, I guess there is periods of times when they're worse, and sometimes they say that they go off of like, you know, your, I don't know what the word is, your rhythm or something for days or something like that on. And I do know a curious thing too, speaking about my health, is ever since I got back from Japan the last time, I get a lot more at night, which is pretty weird. I've almost had something strange happen, and I talked about this before. The second time I got back from Japan, it really like almost permanently affected me, like the time zone kind of fuck up thing. Like it's very strange. Like, you know, it just hit me out of nowhere. Like I was making jokes about it if you watched my live stream, and I think I made some other jokes about it in videos. Like I basically had like a time travel gig a nut, right? Like or something like that. Like I thought I was okay, and then just to relax, I busted a nut. You know what, I'm joking about it now. My eyes started twitching, and I'm like, I guess that nut was the only thing holding me to life at that point, because I passed out for like 12 hours or something after that. And then even weeks later, whatever it was, maybe 2 weeks later, I don't remember exactly, I had a day where I almost slept for 2 days straight. I just completely like passed out. It was very strange. You know, I remember I had gone to bed, and I think I woke up or something at like 6 a.m., whatever it was, and I checked my phone because my phone was ringing from like text messages. And then I set back the phone down, and then when I woke back up, it was like 10 or something. I had slept like a total 24 hours, and I was like, holy shit, dude. And then I woke up, and I got something to drink. I ate something a little bit, and then I passed out for like another 12 hours. It was insane. Like my friend joked it was like an anime thing or something, like a movie where a character falls asleep for 2 days. It's never happened to me before, but you know, since Japan, it's weird because if you think about cluster headaches, that I guess some people think that it kind of goes off your rhythm of time. I definitely get a lot more headaches at night now, and which is kind of annoying because, like I said, as the years have gone by, it takes me longer and longer, I feel like, to actually recover. Maybe it's just me getting older, you know what I mean? And it sucks because when you get them that late, it's almost like, oh, you're starting to get sick you're starting to get sick at the first day, and then you're really fucked up at night, and then it's like almost the next day. A lot of times it's just gone, so it's like 2 days out almost in a sense, and it's pretty frustrating, pretty weird. I know. Besides that, too, again, I forget if I talked about this. I guess there's actually some science that people with low testosterone as well and hormonal problems can tend to get more cluster headaches. So that's of course interesting because, you know, I've had this low testosterone stuff on and off for who knows exactly how many years before it was eventually checked. It could have been before that, but you know, that was interesting. I've tried looking at it, and I tried talking to my doctor about it, and he showed me some studies, but they're pretty vague. You know what I mean? When I talked to him, I was like, yeah, there's some science there, but there's not a lot of fucking studies there, and it seemed kind of vague to me. But I guess it is kind of another thing that I look at that. Well, I have had so many problems like this, you know what I mean, hormonal wise throughout the years that maybe it's related as well. Um, Although also I guess in the studies that it tends to be hormone replacement. I guess tends to be more effective for women when they have cluster headaches though. So again, there are very few studies on it that I saw, and they're kind of vague, but I guess at least there's something there. So I don't know if I ever decide to do it, but I guess this video is really just I gotta make some other videos talking about life stuff, what's going on health wise, because of course there's always a ton of shit going on, but I guess to the few people that maybe will click this for cluster headaches, that's my experience on oxygen. Does it do anything for small ones? I don't know. If it does, it felt like placebo to me. You know, one of the things I say, I just realized, you know, I got started getting sick when I was so young now, dude, that I just realized that, you know, my life is over. Basically, dude, and I got to make the most of life when I have energy. I got to do stuff. So many medications actually have side effects. And I just feel like I've already talked about this bullshit in videos. It's just like, you know, you just got to keep going, dude. You know, as it is now, you know, I still got a little bit more of a tank left and I'll probably use it. But as it is now, I was not impressed myself, but I guess it works for some people. Maybe there's a more optimal way to use oxygen. But at the same time, I can definitely say when I've had really bad ones, I thought the thing was broken. But I mean, that just goes to show you how painful they are. I didn't even know. I could feel a little bit of air was coming out of it, but I, it was like nothing. I'm like, I think this thing is like broken. There's a hole in it or something. Like I was actually like, you know, like, I feel I was like, is there a fucking hole? What the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? But whatever. Anyway, that's kind of a helpful update. I need to do some more other kind of real life vlogs. I don't know. Oh my god, it's like my birthday in a month, and I'm feeling old, dude. But anyway, yeah.